Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. I'm Kylan, this is Hidden Valley Farmstead. I've got a couple Primark blackberries that I want to propagate over the winter, so come springtime I can set them up along a specific fence line area. So I just wanted to kind of take you guys through it, show you what I'm doing. It's the easiest method I've come across for propagating and the highest propagation rate. I've had a 100% success rate. Usually takes about 3 to 5 weeks, somewhere in there, and it's ready to go and be planted. So I want to try and get these done now, so come springtime they're ready to go, and we can get them set up and start filling in that fence line that we got out front. So let me get that set up for you guys and show you how I do it. Alright, so to start things off, I already got my shears. I've already washed them, soap and water. Basically, you want to do that anytime you're going to be cutting into a plant, because it can grow some bad bacteria on there when you make that cut that gets into your plant or tree, and that could actually kill off your plant. So every time you use your shears for the garden or just pruning some bushes around the property, clean them up first. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to clip off all the leaves. We don't need those sitting in there. Basically I want to go up, I don't know, 10 to 12 inches, and what I'm going to do is let me get this set up for you first, and then I can explain better. Hey Diesel, go lay down. Go lay down. Good boy. So what I'm looking for are some nodes here. And if you can look closer and see there's some little green buds on them. I want to have at least 3 to 4 of those in the soil, and that'll help, you know, get the most amount of roots growing as possible. So if you're familiar with propagating, a lot of times you'll want to look for a certain size stem, not too big, not too small. Another thing that you would want to do is usually will scarify or cut into the outer bark, dip it in rooting hormone, and then plant it to promote that root growth. But with plants like this, the only thing that you have to do is clip off your leaves. You can leave them in there, I just don't. But clip off your leaves and make sure you got some nodes in here that are alive. That's the most important part. And then what I'm going to be doing is sticking this straight down in this bucket. Now I'm using a much bigger bucket than you would need when you're typically propagating, but I wanted it this high so I'm not bending this branch too much. I don't want it to break, and I don't want to restrict the flow. So right here, I'm going to pat that down, get it in there, and that's it. No rooting hormones. I don't have to scarify the bark. I don't have to do anything else to it except for water it. And in about 3 to 5 weeks, this plant here will have rooted down there, and I can come here and clip it off at whatever point I want, and then I have a whole new plant. The reason that this works so well is because it's still attached to the mother plant. So when you cut a clipping, well, when you take a clipping off of a plant, you're taking all the nutrients that the mother plant is giving to that branch. When you keep it together, the mother plant is still sending nutrients and energy into this, which allows it to root a lot faster. That also helps create the near 100% propagation rate that you have. If you keep the soil moist and you've got a good decent soil in here, it'll propagate and you'll have a whole new plant in a few weeks. So basically what'll happen, I'll let this go for, you know, roughly a month, and then I'll come through here and I'll clip it off. I'll usually try to leave one of these nodes up towards the top to promote growth. But that's basically all I do. So that's that. So this one here, I'm going to let it grow out a little bit longer to where I can bend it down. And I've got another one here, and I'm going to do the same thing with this branch right here. Now this branch right here looks like it's going dead, but really it's just the plant getting ready to go into dormancy for the winter. So one thing I'm going to be doing is actually moving these inside the house, and we got a little area with a couple windows, so they'll still get the sunlight, but they'll have the warmth, so I can keep them growing, and hopefully I can get these out longer to propagate some more. So again, just clipping off the leaves along the branch. Now, every single one of these nodes has green life in it, and I do have some down here. So I want to try and get, you know, as much of this in the soil as I can without breaking the branch. That kind of defeats the purpose. Now I try and go as deep as I can with it, basically just because it gives it more points of contact where it can root out, and it gives me a little bit more sturdy plant when I go to plant in the summer or spring. I would cut that out, but I don't have the software yet, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. So there's two plants right there in less than 5 minutes that are beginning to propagate. So like I said, in about a month I'll come through, I'll clip these off. Hopefully I have some more growth on some of these other branches to where I can turn around and get them going. All right, so that's that. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick shot. Look at all the garlic coming up already. I've actually got a video I'll have here pretty soon, just showing what I do for garlic too. So stay tuned for that. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.